and welcome once again to Info Corona, the show that tries to separate the news from the noise to give you as much information on the corona pandemic. Now, this is a pandemic that has pushed the world into situations that are unprecedented, and there are new terms that have become common usage. For example, a lockdown, or indeed social distancing, or what I like to call physical distancing. Amidst all of this, there is another new term that's becoming slowly a way of life. It's called a hotspot. That's why today on Info Corona, we're going to focus on life inside a hotspot. We're going to take you across the country to the country's hotspots. But before we start, let's tell you what exactly is a hotspot.
In one country after the other, lockdowns have emerged as the key response against the coronavirus pandemic. But the lockdowns are of varying nature. And these variations have an impact on a nation's ability to contain the spread of COVID-19 and reduce fatalities. Over the days, identification of hotspots has emerged as the top priority for nations. The idea is to contain the infection within a defined geographic area before it spreads outside the specified area. Once authorities identify a cluster, a containment zone is set up around the epicenter, surrounded by a buffer zone. Identified clusters have harsher restrictions on personal movement than a general lockdown. In China, Wuhan was the hotspot. In Italy, Lombardy emerged as the hotspot. In the US, New York is the hotspot. And in India, after having identified 10 hotspots, the central government then designated 170 districts of the country as red zones. The idea is to identify the hotspots and then act positively to ensure no spread of the virus from those regions.
डबलिंग रेट ऑफ केसेस, जिसका मतलब है कि कितने दिनों में टोटल केस काउंट डबल हो रहा है, उसको हम अलग अलग इंटरवल्स पर कैलकुलेट करते हैं और जिसके तहत हमने पिछले 7 दिनों के डबलिंग रेट के बेसिस पे जब कैलकुलेट किया तो देखा कि इंडिया का डबलिंग रेट लॉकडाउन से पहले जो 3.4 था, अब वह इंप्रूव होकर 7.5 हो चुका है.
If we opened up today, say tomorrow is the last day, then what would happen is that whatever gain we have made in these last 20 days could probably be negated very quickly with the surge. So this 2 weeks of extension, I think, is a bold move. It was an essential move.
On January 23rd, China implemented a lockdown in 10 cities to contain the outbreak of the deadly virus. While over 800 people had been infected in the country by then, the death toll was below 30. Italy effected a gradual, less stringent nationwide lockdown. In the US, where the first positive case came to light on 21st of January, the initial 15-day period of social distancing came only in mid-March.
R naught is the number of people that you can spread the virus to. Right. If you calculate R naught, I did this calculation last night, late in while I was finishing up a paper. If you calculate R naught from those 40 days that we didn't have a detection kit, we weren't in quarantine, etc., that number is 1.2 or something to the power of 17.
Wow.
That is several hundred times the entire human population from that one patient. If you assume that one patient infected 3 patients a day and those 3 infected 3 more, it's 3 to the power of 40, which is 100 times or maybe 1,000 times. I don't even remember the entire size of the human population. It's more stars than there are in our galaxy.
So heeding lessons from global hotspots like Italy and Iran that allowed the outbreak to spin out of control, India drew its battle plan, focusing sharply on states, cities and districts that needed immediate attention.
अब तक टोटल 2546 लोग क्योर हो चुके हैं, जो कि हमारी ओवरऑल क्योर परसेंटेज को 14.75% तक लेके जाता है.
Now, with over 2,000 positive corona cases and 47 deaths, Delhi is the second worst affected state in the country after Maharashtra. Today on Info Corona, our correspondents give you a report after going inside some of the hotspots in the national capital. Take a look at life in a hotspot in Delhi.
रोज कंटेनमेंट जोन्स बढ़ते जा रहे हैं जहां पे ऑपरेशन शील्ड लागू किया जाता है.
With the total number of hotspots in the national capital at 84, there are containment zones in all the 11 districts of Delhi. The containment zones are announced by the district administration after 3 or more confirmed coronavirus cases emerge in a particular area. Once an area is recognized as a hotspot, that's when it is sealed and the government begins its Operation Shield, as it conducts door-to-door checks and an extensive sanitation process takes place.
I'm currently standing in Gandhi Park of Malviya Nagar area, which has been converted into a containment zone because some cases of coronavirus have been tested over here. Right now I have SDM Housecast Mr. Kapil Chaudhary with us. So what's the condition of this area? Are people able to receive the essential?
In a containment area, what we do is that we take the list of the grocery shops, fruit vendors, vegetable vendors, medical shops, those who are ready to supply those items on phone.
80% तो ऑर्डर पहुंचाने पड़ते हैं. 20% जैसे हॉस्पिटल की नर्सें होती हैं, इधर से निकल के जाती हैं तो वो ले लेती हैं कुछ ना कोई चीज़. हाँ.
तो आपको कैसे पता चलता है? आपको कॉल आता है?
हाँ, कॉल आते हैं कि ये सामान पहुंचा दो, आलू है, प्याज है, ये इस तरीके से हम सामान लिख लेते हैं, डायरी में पैक करके फिर पहुंचा देते हैं उनके पास, ताकि उनके लिए परेशानी हो. क्वारंटाइन में वो पैक ही रहे, अच्छा है 14 दिन के लिए.
नहीं, बस वैसे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, पर अब ये ना कि भाई 18th हो गई है तो ये पता चलना चाहिए भाई कब तक खुलेगा ये.
Delhi police and the district administrations are working together to ensure doorstep delivery of essential items to residents of containment areas. While most people living inside these containment zones cooperate with the authorities, there are some exceptions.
We're at the B4 block of Safdarjung where 4 people were found corona positive in one house, and now this entire block of about 15 plots has been completely sealed. As you can see, the gate, one gate has been designated for delivery of essential services, and here people are standing here with the goods, and people from inside are coming out to get them. What is becoming a problem right now is that the people inside are asking the delivery persons to come to other gates and deliver the goods nearer to their house. So even in this corona positive area, in the quarantine area, people are unwilling to cooperate with the delivery persons and come out to the designated gate. And that is going to be something that the government is going to have to create more awareness about, that this is not about convenience, this is about safety, and that is something people really need to understand.
Let's move from the national capital to the commercial capital of the country. Mumbai is the worst affected metro of the country, and Dharavi, the largest slum in Asia, is a red zone. It is a challenge here to contain the spread of COVID-19, especially because it is highly congested. Our correspondents now bring you a ground report from inside Dharavi.
This road leads to Dharavi, Asia's largest slum pocket. There are about 25 containment zones in this slum pocket, and a particular challenge at hand for the residents was containment zones.
For Maharashtra, Dharavi is the biggest challenge in its fight against COVID-19. Nearly 1 million people live here. The entire area is most vulnerable to the coronavirus because of the density of its population and poor sanitation.
The first case, when he got admitted in Sion Hospital, when we got that the result was positive, the whole of BMC, police and other authorities have come to the society immediately, and they started doing the quarantine of the entire building.
Dr. Baliga Nagar, with its 8 buildings, 338 flats and 93 shops, was designated a red zone and was sealed for 14 days.
तो बहुत टीडियस एक्सपीरियंस है, क्योंकि हर आदमी का रोजाना जो काम धंधे पे जाना और रेस करना, चलना फिरना, स्कूल में जाना, ये सब पूरा स्थगित हो गया है. उसपे से घर में ऐसा बंद रखे ऐसा कुटन सा महसूस होता है.
Dharavi till 20th of April recorded 168 cases and 11 deaths. Out of this, 5 cases in the initial days and 3 deaths were in Baliga Nagar Housing Society. For the people inside, and particularly those managing the affairs of the society and residents, being in a hotspot felt not like 14 days of quarantine, but more like 50 years of being locked up.
लेकिन क्या है कि बच्चों लोग का भी कैरियर के लिए डर लगता है, एग्जाम पोस्टपोन्ड हो गया है, और बहुत से उनको जो नौकरी में जाने का, उनको नौकरी जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में उनको नौकरी का भी डर लगता है. तो वो भी एक डर का एक महसूस आती है कि भाई बच्चों का फ्यूचर का क्या हो, इस तरीके से चलेगा तो ज़्यादा दिन नहीं चल पाएगा.
Another high-rise society in the area took it upon themselves to impose a further lockdown. It was almost like a hotspot inside a hotspot.
हमने इसके लिए अपनी हमारी बिल्डिंग में सैनिटाइजर चैम्बर भी इंस्टॉल किया है. हमने वेजिटेबल जो शॉप्स है, मिल्क की और ग्रोसरी की, सब हमने हमारी बिल्डिंग में कर दिया है. हमको हमारे मेंबर्स को सोसाइटी के बाहर जाना ना पड़े. अगर हम लोग बाहर नहीं जाते हैं और बाहर से कोई बंदा अंदर आता है तो वो फुल उसकी बॉडी सैनिटाइज होती है, तो हमारे लिए कोरोना का खतरा बिल्कुल ख़त्म हो जाता है. इसलिए हम एक स्ट्रॉन्ग लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं और हमारी सोसाइटी के सभी मेंबर्स इसमें हमारा बराबर साथ दे रहे हैं. हम सारे मेंबर्स पूरा दिन 4-4 घंटा ड्यूटी देते हैं ताकि जो सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का पालन है वो पूरी तरीके से हो सके.
Away from these high-rise societies, the slum area of Dharavi is the real ticking time bomb. Apart from their cheek by jowl existence, most residents in Dharavi also share public toilets.
अभी तक हम लोग कोरोना से तो बचा हूँ, लेकिन इसका कोई गारंटी नहीं है कि कभी की कुछ भी हो सकता है. किसी का कोरोना वाला आदमी बाथरूम में चला गया, वो नल जा करके एक आदमी हम लोग छुएंगे तो अभी हम लोग 9 आदमी है, तो 9 आदमी इसमें कुछ भी खतरे में पड़ सकता है.
Maintaining social distancing in Dharavi is near impossible. Residents say that authorities ask them to keep a 1 meter distance, but most of the homes are barely 2 meters in length.
The word social distancing is alien to the slum pockets of Mumbai. But given the task and risk at hand, there were slum dwellers who were made to stay at institutional quarantine facilities and maintain social distance.
The state government has cordoned off parts of Mumbai's slums and set up massive quarantine centers in a stadium, empty government buildings and some hospitals in preparation for a potential jump in the number of infections. There are currently 721 red zones or hotspots in Mumbai city alone, with the authorities desperately trying to contain the spread of the virus.
Now, life inside a hotspot can be tough because of all the strict rules and regulations that have been put in place. Bengaluru has been relatively lucky when you compare it to a Mumbai or a Delhi, but it too has its hotspots. India Today's Nolan Pinto brings you this story from Ground Zero.
Authorities in IT capital Bengaluru are following the Delhi model of dealing with the coronavirus. The city of Bengaluru has 198 wards, and according to the data shared by Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagarapalikhe, till the 17th of April, there are around 30 wards which had hotspots. These identified clusters came from 7 zones in the city. The good news here is that a vast majority of the city is free from any COVID-19 case. But life in areas identified as hotspots is tough.
ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೊಬ್ರು ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಯಾವುದೊಂದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಬಂದರೆ 3 ಡೇಸ್ಗೊಂದು ರೈಸ್ ಅದು ಇದು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ತರಕಾರಿ ಯಾವುದೊಂದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಲು ಬರುತ್ತೆ 1/2 ಲೀಟರ್ ಡೈಲಿ. ಬೇರೆ ಶುಗರ್ ಏನು ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
While the city remains in lockdown, clusters with positive cases have been identified in the city. Here the security will be doubled and the area completely sealed off. At least that's the plan. But when India Today's reporter visited the hotspot, this is what we found.
This is the situation. They're all sitting outside over there. There's nothing much to do. They're just taking care, making sure that no outsider comes inside over here. Because as of now, they claim no surveillance activity has taken place, no ASHA workers have come over here, no sort of checkup has taken place here, even though the BBMP has designated this area as a hotspot in this city.
Residents in another sealed area tell a similar tale.
Well, we are now in Sampangi Ram Nagar. This is another hotspot in this city. Now we are very close to the Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagara Palike or the BBMP, and this is also very close to the Central Business District. The people whom we have spoken to over here say that yes, they get their fruits and vegetables. All essential services are available. Shops are also shut, so they are following the rules. But the only problem is this: it's a hotspot. People should not be out. That is the reason why the BBMP has designated this place as a hotspot. But that is not the case to be seen anywhere in this particular area. With video journalist Madhuwar, Nolan Pinto for India Today.
Welcome back to Info Corona, where we are focusing on hotspot centers in our big metros. Let's turn to Hyderabad, because the administration and the police here have taken some very tough action against those who violate the terms of the lockdown, those who are living in a hotspot. The greater Hyderabad region as such has the most number of cases in Telangana and predictably the most number of hotspots. There are 8 feet high barricades that are now being put up to mark out these sensitive zones. Our correspondent Ashish now reports.
On 15th April, the central government declared Hyderabad city in Telangana as a red zone. Around 259 containment zones were mapped across the state, with 139 present within the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation area. All exit routes in this area have been blocked with 8 feet high barricades. The 3-kilometer radius buffer zone surrounding the hotspot has also been placed under strict restrictions. Telangana has till date recorded 873 positive cases, out of which Hyderabad district has the maximum number of cases, adding up to over 345. Hyderabad police is using CCTV networks, drones and strict human enforcement in these containment zones to ensure that the virus does not spread. The police has cracked down hard on those violating the lockdown in the city.
कोई गाड़ी अगर से रोड पे दिखेगा तो सीज करेंगे, कोई अगर से आदमी बिना वजह रोड पे जाएगा तो उसको डिटेन करके उसको क्वारंटाइन सेंटर को भेजाएंगे, क्योंकि ये जो आदमी लोग जो बिना वजह रोड पे घूम रहे हैं, ये लोग वजह है ये जो कोरोना वायरस है ये स्प्रेड होने का। तो सब
From Hyderabad, our travels along the country's metro hotspot take us to Tamil Nadu's capital, Chennai. It's been identified as one of the red zones of the state. The majority of the hotspots are in the northern parts of Chennai, in places like Roipuram and Tondiarpet. The state government has issued strict vigilance in these areas. Our report from Chennai comes from Akshaya Nath.
We are at Ice House, which is one of the prime locations in Chennai, and this is considered to be a hotbed for COVID-19. If you can see, all the four sides of this place has been completely cordoned off. I'm standing right next to the Ice House Mosque, and here we're being told that 7 odd cases of COVID positive has been tested, and because of that several other areas in this region has been locked down. We are seeing that volunteers from the people who are residing in these areas have been coming out and helping police officials here. I have with me one such volunteer. Could you tell us about the kind of situation that is there inside this premises, and how many cases have you heard about? Have there been any cases next to your residence?
Yeah, currently we have heard from my residents that 8 cases has been sent for test, and they said 1 has been confirmed. So we are here, the local residents, we are helping the police department and volunteering. So since the station strength is little bit low and the forces are very high, so we are also helping them as of like when 2015 Chennai was in flood. So the same volunteering help we are doing with the police department.
We're standing at a COVID-19 testing center in Chennai. This is the Manadi branch. A college has been converted into a testing center here. And what we can see behind me here is that a patient has come in, a suspected case of COVID-19 has come in, and a swab analysis is being done by the doctors here. And this is an initiative taken up by the state government to ensure that there is a proper containment activity, and also in case of spread, immediately they can identify them. We're standing at Alwarpet, which is a very important prime residential area in the city of Chennai, and this is a location in the heart of the city, and we're seeing that there is a cordon off in this region, and in fact a notice board has been stuck stating that this vicinity has been closed off and people are requested to go in a different route altogether. We can see there are barricades which have been put in the neighboring streets as well, and you know, this is a measure which is being taken by the Chennai Corporation to ensure that there is a proper maintenance of the lockdown. And very interestingly, what we can see just outside this lockdown region are a lot of delivery agents or food delivery app waiting to get food from the restaurants which are there nearby. This is one of the locations which is being set by the police officials and the Greater Chennai Corporation as a pickup point for these food delivery apps. There are 3 restaurants in this nearby regions, and from here these delivery agents will be picking up the food and delivering it to different parts of the city. And the big question now is, how much longer will the state government need to ensure that there is a containment of COVID-19? Because on a day-to-day basis, the number of cases are only increasing, and that is not something that people are seeing as a positive sign. With camera person Daniel from Chennai, this is Akshay Nath for India Today.
That's it on this Info Corona special. Remember, this is the channel that wants to separate the news from the noise when it comes to information in the Corona age. News as a service. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.